Alright, so in this little tutorial, we're going to specifically look at the Pages app, and we're not going to dive into all of Pages, but we're going to focus instead on the templates within Pages, again, because in your coursework for this week, we're looking at how these templates can be utilized in the classroom to promote student publishing opportunities, which can increase literacy and increase engagement and achievement. So today we're going to spend just a little bit of time within the app looking at the templates as opposed to the entire app itself. So here, as I open the app, it takes me to my library, and within my library you can see here are examples of pieces that I've already done. Okay, but we're going to create a new page. So I'm going to go here to create document. When I choose create document, I then get a list of categories, and here are various templates that I can choose from to help start off my document creation process. And as you see, there's a wide variety and a lot of different categories. Well, all those categories can be filtered by selecting the Show Categories button up the top right. By default, it starts off in all, but see we have basic, report, stationery, flyers and posters, cards, miscellaneous, and then newsletters. From a student publishing standpoint, you're probably going to get the most bang of your buck from flyers and posters, brochures, which are miscellaneous, and then newsletters. So we're going to kind of spend a brief amount of time looking at each of those individually. So if I choose flyers and posters, you can see that I have a variety of different flyers that I can choose from. If I select, let's try party poster small. When I choose that poster, exactly what I saw is going to be what I can now work on. But if I want to manipulate any of these pieces, I simply tap on them to manipulate them in a variety of ways. So here, if I double tap, keyboard comes up, and now I can change that date from July 31st to another date, or just not have that date altogether. I can delete it if I want, and that's going to remove it completely. These images, they can be changed. You can put a new image in there instead. Up here, these tools on the right, Paintbrush allows you to arrange images with style, moving things front to back, layering. Plus allows you to add new things. The monkey wrench is going to give you the options for printing and setting up your document. And then the box with the arrow is our share button, and anytime you need help, there's the question mark. Now this image is a placeholder, and that's denoted by this little plus sign down here in the bottom right hand corner. So I can change any of these images. If I tap the plus sign, you see it's prompting me to go to my camera roll, and I select my camera roll, and I pull the image that I had saved from the internet, which was stored in my camera roll, and that image now replaces the stock one that came with the template. And as you can see, by touching the image, I can move it. If I pinch it, I can make it smaller and bigger. And again, that can be done with any of these pieces. You can leave them where they are. You can change them to your own personal images. You can delete them, or you can adjust their size and shape. And then down here is our text. So you simply double tap where there's text, and that'll give you the opportunity with the keyboard to now adjust the text. I'll show you an example of one that I had finished already. So over here, we see what the poster looked like in its original form. We see the same thing here. But if we look at this, now we see the two posters side by side. Here's what the poster started as. Here's what it's transformed into, which is a poster that's informing the class about their upcoming unit on Telltale Heart. So here we see the brochure template. And again, you're going to find a lot of similar characteristics with the brochure template. Each of these plus buttons are image placeholders. Double click on the text to change the text. And what's neat about this is you always hear of students creating flip books, or they're creating maybe travel brochures, and those brochures taking you through a certain time period in history, or a certain area in science, maybe the space or planets. And Now with these iPads and with this ability, now our brochure can look genuine. It can look real. It's not just taking paper and folding it 3 or 4 times and writing on the insides and the outside of those folds. Now we're creating a piece that genuinely looks like a travel brochure, but we can cater that to whatever we want our content to be. And your students end up creating something they're proud of and something they're excited to share, which also leads me to our newsletters. So this is an example of a newsletter template. You can see from the get-go that it's very realistic looking. It looks like a genuine newspaper or a genuine newsletter. Same concept applies. Tap anywhere to adjust the size and the shapes of images or the text itself. And then here we have a second page. Imagine what your kids can do with this type of ability to create a newsletter highlighting the certain moments in history, or certain findings in science, or certain findings in math. Maybe the newsletter is chronicling the adventures of characters in a book that they're reading, or a story. So there's a ton of applications of this, and what you end up having is a genuine looking product that allows your kids to publish because they're proud of what they want to, of what they've completed, what they finished, and it looks as if it was done in some actually printing press area. So that's the kind of brief tutorial on the templates. So again, as you move forward this week, keep all of these things in mind. Refer to this video as often as you need, and just play with the templates and begin to think how you can use these in your classroom. Thanks so much.